I'm normally like 45, but I just came out of Nikki's live and it was fun. Hey, Kimberly, how are you? Yeah, Nikki's lives are pretty good. Me and Nikki have some good chemistry, I think. I'm doing pretty good. I was busy with some other stuff, but the live at noon was also good too. We talked a lot about vegetables and right. I don't know what it is. Some people have it, some people don't. Try to scroll in and out. How is it now? Amens. Is it still there? Yeah, micro celebrities need to eat their vegetables. Hey, Trouble. Oh, shit, I don't know what it is. It's probably my phone. Is it any better than before? Any better than before? Hey, bitch. Well, I ain't gonna be live too long, anyways. I just gotta piss some people off. I'll probably be live again later. Piss people off, but I'm going to. Hold on, let me see if is it there when I mute, or is it just when I unmute? No, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is it? Corvette, do you have your earbuds on? Well, if it's just 3, 5, or 10, it ain't too bad. Um, Better than usual. That works. How's it going, Trouble? Oh,
It's going good. I was seeing if
my
they would
bad.
have a bicycle
Those are
box.
like required earbuds. They're like built in. Anybody can have a box if they want it, but do know that I will probably be talking kind of way. Hey, Peril. Hey, Muffin. Hey, Mother Moon. Hey, people.
I just wanted to sit up here. I didn't have anything to say in particular.
A couple people get in, then I'll get started. It's not going to be like anything horrible. It's not going to be a lot of crack references or anything. That's one of the 25 I'm going to aim to do. Nobody should be getting hate for anybody sitting in a box with anybody. That's if you're hating on people for sitting in a box with somebody, you're stupid. I make fun of too many deaf people, and my phone's like, "No, we're gonna make it sound like you're holding it next to a hearing aid." I already couldn't hear right when Petty said "vedible." I thought it said "variable," or I didn't hear the T, or the D, or the B, or syllables in the middle there. But you can pretend to hate on anybody you want. Um, I will say, I know who the account is. That fuck around and find out account. I have receipts to show it to. But everybody's already made up their mind on who it is, and I'll let that person be blamed. And then when that person gets blamed, I'll make everybody wrong by putting out the receipts. So before you blame anybody, make sure you blame the right person. Hey, Karma. I'll text you in. A lot of people have a suspicion, but like I said, I will known blame who they want, and they can go ahead and blame anybody they want. They can put them through all the hell they want, attack them, bash them, do all that stuff. But I'll be able to release uh, the receipts to show who it really is. And that's all I'm going to say on that. So they can handle their business. What I will say though, is I heard Holly May say, "How dare they want a police report for me to prove what I said?" And then I heard unknown. I heard Madam Spark for attention. She's got her Cash App in her bio, by the way, guys. Like that's why she's talking like that. Crack ain't cheap. There's number two. Holly May said, "People should not dig into people's real life like that, as they are currently digging in everybody's real life and putting it out there. That is no excuse. That is hypocrisy." So I'm going to read off the motives behind deflecting when asked for proof. I want receipts too. Because just because she accused Indian Outlaw before and it came up to be a lie, the Indian Outlaw didn't even say anything like that. She just jumped to it. You point at Holly May and say, "Hey, you might have lied," and she just cries all weekend. Like I posted the video saying she would cry all weekend. That's what she's doing. They're in it for attention seeking and control. Many people who gossip about others' lives constantly expose someone are motivated by attention. Their narrative gives them a sense of importance that they're lacking in their real life. Right, House of Lies? Being the one who knows the truth about someone else is nice until it gets turned around on you. When they're challenged to provide the evidence of a claim that they made, and they can't, it risks shattering that illusion. The illusion is of authority, of control, and of power. Deflecting allows them to keep control of the narrative without being forced into their wrongdoing. Yeah, she also said Regina had a valid driver's license. I mean, what is it now? 4 felony DUIs and like 8 others. I don't care about that, but like, stay off the road. Like, you're really dangerous. It's like giving Mikey a gun. Something might not happen today, but you still don't want to do it. Who's requesting? Nobody. Hey, positive. So often, people who lie for attention, request for proof, create a moment of reckoning. Either they must admit they fabricated, or they must produce evidence they don't have. To avoid this, they flip the situation by framing the request as unfair or invasive. This tactic protects them from being exposed, even if it reveals their hypocrisy. Hey, Zealand. Ain't nobody talking on FWA here. Oh, yeah. I thought you said quick talk on. No. Yeah, they're quick to talk on that. Ain't nobody talking about that here, though. If we can't see proof of that police report, well, you know what? I don't think they should be talking on anything anybody else ever fucking did or ever do again. Ever. They use double standards as a shield. They may justify their actions with a double standard. It's fine for me to pry into your life, but wrong for you to question me. This hypocrisy comes from a need to preserve their power position. They build narratives about others but reject scrutiny for themselves, because the very same behaviors they condemn in others would collapse their own facade. Holly Mae not using the excuse. It's not fair to dig into people's personal lives and talk about it when it comes to her providing proof that what she claimed she had. They use projection and deflection. Instead of answering for their claims, they may accuse others of being obsessed or toxic or disrespectful for asking. This projection serves, it shifts the focus from their lack of honesty and onto the person daring to hold them accountable by painting the questionnaire, the one who's questioning, as the problem. See, I'm illiterate too, so I can make fun of petty. They try to escape responsibility. Your name is Marcus, pronounced Marcorius. I think that's how, Marcorius? Yeah. I'll never call him anything different. They get validation through drama. For some, the constant cycle of talking about others, avoiding proof, and sparking arguments is its own reward. The drama generates engagement, sympathy, or outrage. When you have a crackhead named Madam Sparks up there just wilding out on some fuck shit. It's all forms of validation. Asking for proof interrupts that cycle, which is why they resist it. The refusal to provide evidence while still making claims isn't about fairness or principle. It's about preserving a shaky identity based on attention, manipulation, and control. They thrive in it. Environments where questioning is seen as wrong because it allows them to continue speaking without ever being held to the same standards they demand of others. And that is all we should ask anybody is, Hold everybody to the same standard that you demand of others. If Holly Mae is going to jump on a live and say, I'm going to say this wild shit, and I'm going to tell this story, and then later on jumps on the live and says, well, it happened, but I'm going to change the story. And then when proof is asked for, it's, that's not fair. You shouldn't dig into people's lives. And then turn life directly after you say that. I think that's hypocrisy. I think that's a blatant show of no credibility on Holly Mae's part, or Routina's part, or anybody associated with them, because they're not sitting there holding their friends accountable and making them back up their claims. Especially claims such as that, where you're trying to incite people to go against other people and make it to where, like, you're using a trigger topic to avoid draining someone else's story, and then pretty much saying fuck off when you were asked to take it down. From day one, I've always seen Holly Mae as fake. She knows this because I blocked her. I seen her in a live. I'm like, ugh, that's fake self-righteous squealing up there. I'm good. I blocked her. I already knew she wasn't shit. Well, I got 50,000 accounts, and, well, I never paid attention to who Holly Mae was, and I liked one of her videos on one of my other accounts. She made a whole ass video saying, why Florida man blocked me and then liked my video? And I was confused. I was like, how the fuck did you know I blocked you? You don't get a notification when people block you. I just didn't want to hear you. And I knew you were a problem. Whatever. So, the problem began. She tried to be cool with me, as fake as she could be, by yelling over me in every box she could, by talking endlessly. And me, as who I am, just turn my volume down and watch the box illuminate around the edges. When it stopped, I would turn it back up to see that she was just taking a breath. She's always been fake. What can you do about it? Here's some tips on her for her to not be fake. Be honest. It's probably not good to run around the app with that high-pitched, self-righteous tone, preaching shit you don't back up. Holly Mae is the definition of, I'll say it, but I don't give a fuck about doing it. I've said it before. She says for the kids, it's for the bond with the audience. She's all about proof and transparency. Well, where's the transparency now? And proof. It's annoying to me, especially knowing the details behind the situation fully that have not been put out yet, that honestly we're struggling to put out because we don't know how to put it out. We don't know the appropriate way to put it out. We don't know if it's appropriate to put out. Well, we don't know how to do it. Right, House of Lies? Holly Mae blamed Queen E first for that account that was putting kids up and doxing people. Right after House of Lies and my chat did. And I said, give credit to House of Lies for that, because Holly Mae was watching the chat. And she may have been, but I would like more proof than a timeline. Some concrete evidence, some account linking. I feel like no matter what anyone shows, people won't read it. They'll just say, whatever they said sounds good. Because that's what they're used to. Oh no, I know you didn't, House of Lies, but they're they're jumping too without proof. They're trying to fabricate receipts in the same way that like you would take a piece of notebook paper and just write down on there what you think and then put it up on a green screen. That's what they're doing. I don't think it's right. There could be a reason for that, Kelly. But I don't think it's right to do that. And then, Holly Mae's like, no, 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 I don't have to show proof because that's invasive. We shouldn't be digging into people's real lives. But what she really meant to say is just don't dig into hers. Let everybody else do what they want. Just leave her alone. Or if you're friends with her, leave them alone too. I don't really care that Regina got arrested. It is what it is. Citation or whatever. That should have worked out. I don't know the details behind that either. And to be fair, I ain't saying nothing when Dennis got arrested. I really don't say nothing when Regina got arrested. And I ain't gonna say nothing when anyone else gets it either. Yes, Rim. But Queenie also jumps the gun because I believe Queenie works off of, I'll tell you I know who did it, because she's confident that she'll be able to find it out by the time you ask again. Notice Queenie's track record of just being a liar. It doesn't help her any, but it does in a way. Queenie's not stupid. Like we can all give her credit. She's not stupid. She's not going to beef with somebody and then dox them on a fucking account a day or two after every single time. Correct, Gemini. I just don't see it logical that she would do that. Because I beefed with Queenie. She is not stupid. She is an intelligent woman that might act out of emotion sometimes. But it's intelligence based off of what they try to do. That doesn't work. You still have to give them credit for the intelligence to think of that way to do it, even if it doesn't work. So nothing can tell me that she's going to do that. What I do know is I'll just wait for him to play the blame game. I'll let people that I know and go from there. If you want to take a box, you can openly discuss it. Habanero. And right, House of Lies. But I don't speak on many people. But yet I speak on everybody. I think it's pretty obvious who it is, and it's not who they think it is. It's not who they want it to be. So they're trying to put it on her. I could be wrong. I know I'm not, but I could be. Just to throw that little out there. Hell, that account could be Madam Spark. Who knows? I will say, I do have screenshots of diagnosis amnesia typing Miss Unknown and smashed this live and then started typing like Miss Unknown. or well, Madam Spark. It's going to take me a while because freshly doxed Madam Spark is got to get used to saying it.
Like it's like they're going out of their way to make it look like her, to where it's incoherent.
Right. Well, remember what happened the last time that was said? I know who it is. I'm going to make them come forward. It ended up with Karma and Alive being like they won't come forward, and then Slot Loves Elvis never showed up. I mean, it's pretty well speculated on who it is, but there's no proof. That Slot Loves Elvis stuff. That they're trying to replay that and make it like, oh, it'll just go away if it's not Queenie, because that account is posting people's kids, that account is posting people's houses, posting people's addresses, posting phone numbers and taking it down. When the live happens, almost like they're worried that it might have, I don't know, went too far. But that account, huh?
Slipped up.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just waiting for it to come out, and then whenever it does, I'm pretty sure like 99.9% of us will be like, oh, and then we'll all move on.
Right. Like, if congratulations, if you have, well, congratulations, you got over that hurdle. It's not as bad as people think it is. It's not as bad as people try to make it out to be. Maybe that account's just there to deflect from Holly Mae needed to show proof that people need a talking point. When you got Miss Unknown up there talking, I don't understand what she says. And it ain't got nothing to do with her accent. It's just how fast she talks, and my interest in what she says really is not there. So I just kind of tune it out. It's just one long noise. It goes up and down in volume sometimes, mainly up. Oh yeah, I was using that. I was using that as an example of how they could want it to be. I'm very skeptical with people showing a history of lying like Holly Mae, like Regina, and people might not see it, but they have. If you look at it, Holly Mae has a whole ass history of being called out on a shit and then crying about something that didn't happen, and then the louder she cries, the more it goes away. Well, that's a defense, right? Right, little shark. It sucks to have your kids posted. It sucks to have your address posted, your house posted, all that shit. But this ain't back when Petty's got a toxic platform that would do whatever. That ended when everybody realized he was fucking lying about Bougie. You don't really see a whole lot of weaponization of platforms because people just don't weaponize anymore. They don't gather. They don't believe it no more. And that's why they're struggling. Because, well, people speak out. And why isn't the audience protecting them? The audience aren't there to protect you. Right, Rim? If you pay attention to what they're doing, they tell you, hey, something awful happened to me. And we don't know, we can't say who it was, but it was probably one of them people over there. And the loudest one is the one they point at. They can point at me. Everyone else has. Fuck. Um, there's no way that if Holly Mae was being honest, that she wouldn't redact proper information and present it properly to avoid all this mess. Oh, hey, Cartel. Hey, what's up?
Please, just
100%.
please, yeah, just please mind your business on this one. This really don't got nothing to do with y'all. This is black business. This is black trauma. This shit goes deep. Please don't use this as content.
Shit,
I'm asking y'all.
I would go
I'm
as far
asking.
as I would go as far as to say that it is friends' business only.
Friends business only, period, that part. But you know, a lot of people feel like, well, if she brought it to the internet, we're allowed to have an opinion on it. And you absolutely are. I'm just asking as a favor to not.
It's not. I agree with you all the way, Cartel.
It's not fucking content. And I get it. We're discussing it on our side. You might not understand it, but it's just different. And even our people are calming down and saying, let's not talk about this shit on live no more because it is only her story to tell.
It is
But
only
I will
close.
say this before I drop out this box. Behind mine, I'm stepping every motherfucking time. Y'all can say call the police first. We all know how that shit works. Sometimes the police take too motherfucking long. That's why I always keep my hood tithes paid the fuck up. Y'all pay tithes to church every month. I pay the motherfuckers on the corners. Okay? Every fucking day.
And let
Every
me add to
fucking
that
day.
by saying sometimes the police write whatever the fuck they want.
Absolutely, and especially with black people.
Yeah,
With black people,
yeah. Sadly, that is true.
my mother. Listen, listen, and it's not gonna be me responding. So it's not gonna be an emotional response. It's going to be calculated and planned. And like I said, they're not snitching because I've been paying them for fucking years. That's it. End the fucking story. Do what you will with that fucking statement.
I
All
appreciate you.
right. Thank you for giving me a box. Appreciate you. All
Somebody
right.
had to say it, and you said it really well.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Had to before I start. Like this is when y'all really need to mind your business on, and I think I'm asking it as respectfully as fucking possible. And especially after finding out so many of y'all were never my fucking allies, let alone my so
Right.
yeah.
It's wild
All right.
as fuck.
Yeah, that it really is wild as fuck. But I'm not even gonna speak on that no more. I said what I said. I posted what I posted. Respectfully, I didn't give a fuck when it happened, and I still don't. I was minding my business. Would not have known about it if y'all hadn't demanded some outrage or blamed it on us. Yeah. So
People need to calm down with that outrage and really like get control of themselves and find something other than you know other than other people. Look, like find a hobby that's
yeah.
not other people.
I agree. Oh my god, thank y'all for the gifts. Y'all don't have to do that. I'm gonna drop down now.
Yes,
And yeah. If anybody is strict, like cut it the fuck out. Mind your business, especially a messy talk. I said what I fucking said. That's it. All right, thank you.
if you find out anyone's streaming and talking about it, you can come on up here. Or even if they're not streaming this, if they're just talking about it, you can come on up here. Let me know. We can roast their ass.
All right, bet. It's that's a bet. I appreciate it.
Yeah, not a problem.
All right, have a good night.
Good
Thank
night,
you, Carl.
Cartel.
Night. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even speak to you. I was so
It's
focused
okay.
on.
You're fine, Mama.
I
Good
didn't want to
night.
be rude. I'm really sorry.
You're
Okay.
okay.
Good night,
Good
everyone.
night.
Have a good night. I agree with everything Cartel said, and we are moving on. Holly Mae, back to that. You can't request people to not ask for that because it's unfair to you when your ass wants to do all the shit that you do, that all the shit that you do in that ruthless harassment chat on Reddit. Y'all be posting kids. Remember that. Just because you don't like somebody for no reason doesn't mean that it's okay for you to do. Everybody in that Reddit that posted Bougie's child, minor child, is no better than the account that they're going after now. That's probably one of them, according to the receipts I got. But there was no attention like that shown to the Reddit page. Unredacted. Facebook. There was no, hey, you shouldn't do that by anybody over there. Hey, bad dog. The topic is just the hypocrisy of it all. It's open discussion too, so if anybody's got any opinions on it, feel free to come up. Feel free to speak your mind. Whether you're for it, against it, opposing opinions are always welcome. And calm, logical, intelligent discussion is always welcome too. I don't. Is she still loading on my side?
It's showing she's good. Yaya, do you know you're in a box? Oh, nope. Okay, bye.
Fair enough. Let me grab her. Let me grab something real quick. I'll be right back.
Right, Habanero? Don't expect me to entertain you because I will not. We will sit here in silence. I don't dance, investigator. As you all can see, the screeching is gone. Why does everybody want me to sing? I'm not going to sing.
Okay, the stream is back because I'm back. So House of Lies down there said that what Holly Mae said that she never green screened Bougie's daughter.
Mr. Withers, do you know you're in a box?
Nope.
Do you want me to drop
Have
you?
a safe
Yep.
drive.
Okay, I'm dropping you.
So not only did I, because I had the unredacted version, but we see they did, in fact, Holly Mae up top there. That's the Facebook post of Bougie's daughter. The bottom, Ratina, that's Bougie's face, and it's on Reddit. So not only did they do it, but they amplified it by putting it on their own Ruthless and Ratchet Reddit. And that's not even the time that they posted Bougie's minor daughter as the profile picture of it. So they can deny all they want. They're going to be like, oh, it's all blacked out. Show it unredacted. They're going to say that. But this is not the only time they did it. They did it another time that other people witnessed that I also have that screenshot for as well. So they do shit and they're like, I don't remember. Well, if they don't remember everything, maybe people should just like, are they getting pity attention? Are people like, wow, they're fucking stupid. We have to pity like them.
What? I guess I just don't understand. What? Why?
Why? What part?
Why? I don't even know. That's how stupid it is. Like,
Why?
what's the
Why?
point?
Well, why do it to be a dick? To get a response out of people, just to be like, just to rile people up and be like, bad. Bougie's bad. Bougie responds, and yeah, Bougie has a rough response to it, but wouldn't anybody else?
Right. But why her kids? I've never seen Bougie post anybody's kids.
Right. She
So
has
why even go there? But whenever, other people's kids get posted, they get upset. That's not clicking in my head.
a Facebook post that had her full name there, and we all know how that goes with people that don't like people. People contact people, and it doesn't matter the age when you're posting contact information of somebody that's not even on this app. It doesn't matter the age when you're posting pictures of them as a minor. Correct. So Holly Mae, Miss DB situation of the century up here, has shown many times that she don't give a fuck about nobody else's, and hers is more important than anyone else's. And I would like to correct her and say that it's not. The second, show your mindset. You show that you're self-centered, and you show that you're nothing but a selfish asshole. You've done it to Bougie's daughter twice, and she was the profile picture of, well, Bougie's minor daughter. I don't know which one was the profile picture of your, by the way. And then you do Artie's whole story on Smash This Live. Reckless. But my God, if anybody else doesn't even do it to you, you cry about it. That works. You do all this fuck shit to everybody else, and nobody even does it back to you, and you're like, and you cry that it's something to you. What are you doing?
Yeah.
That's why you got to show proof.
That care and concern that you have for yourself and your friends and what could possibly happen to them or their kids should be across the board. It doesn't matter what side you sit on or what extend to them also. And that's not who wins, who loses. That's just on being a good person.
Right. And they're going to say, well, he posted Polly's kid. I did. And I ate that. I ate all couple thousand people or whatever that came at me. But me and Polly are good. Doesn't excuse that I did it, but that's where accountability is. You come back from it, you move forward, and there you go.
I've
But
also.
no,
Oops, sorry.
you go ahead.
Continue. Sorry.
No accountability has been shown here because you've done it on 4 separate occasions on DV alone and 3 separate occasions that I know of kids.
I agree with what Karma said that people should tell their own stories. And I've had that done to me where somebody has went around and parroted my story, and that's fucked.
I feel you, Rim. I do.
Also, what gives Holly Mae and Rutina the right to judge people's stories? I've seen them take apart, judge everyone's trauma. Like everyone that they don't like. And just because you don't like them does not take away from their trauma. It still happened.
Right. And the thing about trauma is why you cannot compare it to anybody else's is because you don't know anybody else's mindset. You didn't live through that trauma in that person's mind, so you can't judge that trauma. You can only judge yours, and you have to see all trauma as equal because none of it should have happened to begin with. But they don't give a fuck.
My point exactly, Bougie. It was your story to tell because it was your daughter's story. And they almost kind of diminished it by how many times they've brought it up, how many times they've green screened it. And they don't own the fact that they did it. They go, well, I didn't like Bougie, so that's why I did it. And it's just, I don't know, it's disheartening coming from a supposed advocate like Holly.
Do you know why Holly Mae doesn't like Bougie?
Something about the slots. I don't know. This girl just yells about every time Bougie's in a box. Is Bougie did this.
Right. Holly Mae doesn't like Bougie, and I'm going to be real with y'all about this. This is exactly why. And I want Holly Mae to prove me wrong, prove me otherwise. Because Bougie was right about Slot, and Holly Mae was on Slot's side. Bougie was right about Rutina, and Holly Mae was on Rutina's side. Bougie was right about Petty, and Holly Mae was right about Petty. And Bougie was right about Petty. So every time these people are looked at, on one side, it's Bougie's right. And on the other side, it's always Holly Mae is wrong. But that doesn't matter because to show you what kind of good person Bougie is, she still helped Holly Mae get her information off the internet, gave her all the resources to do it, told her about the websites that had Bougie's charges on it that are false and incorrect, sent Holly Mae her entire background report, top to bottom, and Holly Mae even agreed that, wow, it's fucked up that websites can do that. Yet after that, she ran around being like all this stuff that she knew wasn't true. Hey, Mama Jax. So is it jealousy or is it just like a hatred? Do you look at Bougie and say, I wish I could be right like you?
I think that that people are just miserable in their own lives. So they take all that hate and animosity that they have for whatever's going on in theirs and just put it on somebody else. And that's their outlet instead of doing something productive like, therapy or counseling. They just turn into mean girls and they're just nasty.
Right. Now, I would like to point out Bougie's comment. Never once did Bougie talk about or show Holly Mae's DV story. That is correct. Because when Bougie sent me the text messages between her and Holly Mae, it was requested that it would be cut out. I was totally fine with that. Bougie said, hey, she did tell me some private stuff. I said, no problem at all. Cut that out. Cut out any family pictures. Cut out, anything like that. And it got cut out. But you know who did message me about Holly Mae's story and without me even saying hi back? Rutina. And if she denies it, I've got the screenshot of where she deleted the message after I said, hey, don't tell me that stuff. Because I would rather hear it from the person who it happened to, because they're going to be able to tell me exactly what they're comfortable telling me. And if they're not comfortable telling me, I just don't want to know any of it. So go ahead, deny that, and will post that screenshot right on my page. Don't think I didn't take it, because I did. So how is your best friend your story, Holly Mae? And
You know
Bougie.
she's not going to believe that, though.
Oh, I have it. I have that screenshot. After she deleted it, I took a screenshot where it showed that she deleted. Oh, sorry, I won't tell you anything about Holly Mae's TV.
I'm personally sick and tired of them going, well, Bougie brought it to the internet. She brought it to the internet because she was talking about DV situations, and she brought her daughter. She didn't say who her daughter was, nothing of the sort. So, I don't know. That pisses me off, the fact that they keep saying that.
Right, and it's what I talked to Bougie and Unknown, and Holly Mae yelled at me for 45 minutes and tried to tell everybody, "Oh no, Bougie's evil." And then for months they ran around being like, "Just wait until they fall out. Bougie will turn on Florida Man, and Florida Man will turn on Bougie." And they're just out of fucking luck. Honestly, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Sorry for you.
Even then, you guys are mature enough to be able to part ways amicably and not have a who did what worse kind of bullshit.
Exactly, and that's what I mean by I don't think a fallout would happen. I don't even think about that. I don't worry about what I text Bougie. I don't worry about what I tell Bougie. I don't worry about what I tell everybody, actually, because if there's a falling out, I meant what I said. Why do you think there's not any real fucking text messages of me floating about? For being as evil as I am, you would think there'd be thousands of examples of screenshots of me being a dick and text messages, huh? Right, Bougie. You brought her story to the app. You, as her mother, said it, but you did not bring her identity or her picture to the app. That was done by, take a guess. And I know it says Stephanie up there, but as much as I don't like Stephanie, we know this. Bougie and her were cool at this time. And that's who was streaming it for Bougie. Hey, Holly Mae, if you're streaming, show your police report. Stop lying about this happening. You know you green screen this Facebook post of Bougie's daughter twice already, unredacted, because I have it unredacted, and it got posted on the Ruthless and Ratchet Reddit. You cannot sit there and say it's not fair for people to ask you to dig into your real life to show that. It's totally fair. Aren't you the fucker that goes live every fucking day digging in everybody's personal shit? Pretty sure you are. And by the way, Bougie never shared her story. She cut it out of the text messages, but Rutina sure as fuck did text it to me, and I told her to delete it because, and your privacy. Ain't nobody trying to use your story against you. Ain't nobody trying to say that you ain't go through nothing horrible, because I believe you did go through something horrible, but it ain't no more horrible than it was for anybody else. You need to stop making it that way. You need to appreciate other people that have went through it to recover and to get through that grief. Instead of, yep, she can turn me down. That's fine.
I'm a firm believer that somebody's story could be somebody else's survival guide.
Right. I agree with that. And I don't think Holly Mae has it in her to even be honest and say everybody on TikTok going after her, because she sure as fuck exaggerated Indian Outlaw and got caught out on that. I got the clips there. Oh, I didn't mean it that way. You didn't mean it the way you said it. Just like people don't hear what the audio is, just like people don't read what the text is, just like when you touch your phone, does it feel like a phone?
Bougie, you need to be careful with that because there was a case up north that somebody had did that to somebody and was having random men come and knock on her door. And then like so they showed the actually said that she wanted to be consensually SA'd and she had her stuff posted without her knowledge and people were coming and thinking that it was a real advertisement. Like that shit's not cool. That shit's not cool.
That fucking happened to Bougie with the looking for a good time thing. Like they actually did that.
That's horrible. Like that's actually fucking
Well, you know what? If they're saying Bougie has dementia, I don't. They said it was a prank. I don't think Holly Mae and them know what they're doing because if you see how they're reacting right now, if you just look at how they're reacting versus what I'm saying versus the one thing I'm showing, you'll see very clearly who's lying and who's trying to deflect, who's just trying to be louder, and who's trying to make excuses. There ain't no excuses over here. You did it, Holly Mae. You did it, Regina. Holly Mae, you're lying about going out of your job and seeing him, and then you got a police report, or you didn't get a police report, then you did. Yeah, you're lying. And green screen kids, people's TV, you put people in danger all the time. And don't think people aren't recording this, because they are. I'm going to assume not. Hey, VIP. Look at how they're acting. Look at them squirm. Look at them make excuses and yell.
or people can just stop and just let it unalive and just leave it the fuck alone.
They could. They could. Well, Grim, it's a little. I'll disagree with you there because they could not instigate it. When I'm not the most accurate at like redacting and all that, but we all got to admit I'm pretty good at leaving people's TV stories alone. I've had many opportunities to pick them apart, and I never did. I've had many opportunities to go after them. I never did. Polly is the best example. I did everything except that. Never touched that. Because I want anybody to go through that is including Holly Mae. No matter what. It doesn't matter what other people think of your TV. It is equivalent to anyone else's. It does not matter. What you went through is not comparable to anybody else's in any way, shape, or form. It is equally horrible that it happened, and it should be treated as such. Not dismissed by Holly Mae, who runs around in green screen stories, kids in those situations, and has complete disregard for anyone else in them or anyone else who had them because she wants to make sure everybody knows that hers is the worst and hers, everybody needs to pity her because she's the real victim here. She's the biggest victim in the room. She's the biggest victim on TikTok because if she screeches loud enough and she sounds just self-righteous enough and, maybe she throws a couple tears in there and, maybe she makes up a couple of stories being like, he was at my work, like she did with Indian Outlaw. That's proven. She thinks she can just do whatever she wants. I was giving that example of Polly because me and Polly went at it. Me and Polly did everything to each other, except I didn't touch that. It's just distasteful to me. I got to sleep at night, but Holly Mae can stop being fake, and she can admit that she can someone that she green screens kids in those situations. She puts those profile pictures on the Reddit that she owns. She might not have done it, but she sure as fuck seen it. You know a minor when you see it in a picture. You're telling me not a single person that went into that Reddit pointed out that it was a minor, that it had to stay up there for days until it got banned? You've always said that, Rum. Always. That's why I'm good with it. I'm good with you because you're honest about it. From day one, you've always said it. That's all anybody can ask. People can do things that I don't agree with and be honest about it. And I'm just like, well, what can I do? You know, nothing. Because you were honest about it. You know what you did. You feel justified in what you did. And that is you. That's perfectly you. That's perfectly fine for you. But when you're acting like Holly Mae, constantly yelling and yelling and yelling, somebody could be like, Holly Mae did this. And Holly Mae would be like, they threatened to contact my abuser because that's what she goes through all the time. Because it's worked. It will not work on me. It will not work on me because I will not shut up about it. I will be as loud as I want about it. I will show all the receipts I want about it. But I'll tell you one thing I won't do. I won't green screen a story. I won't tell her that it didn't happen to her. I will give her the same view on it as I give everybody else. What happened to her is equally as awful as everybody else, but she needs to start viewing it that way. And if she can't, well, maybe she needs to get off the app. Maybe she needs to go watch cat videos or something. Maybe she needs to not do this whole like exposure thing if her excuse for lying is my abuser. The honesty is what's different. Hey, Rem, you know your advice.
Hey, how is you?
Good.
Look,
How are you?
I'm good. It was thrown. I was in a live, and somebody said, "Hey, wasn't that the one that laughed at Polly?" And I'm like, "Absolutely did." And so, well, you know, T and Dora are busy throwing and lending my voice to. Yes, I laughed at Polly. No, I don't feel bad, and I sleep perfectly well with my ass up and the fan blowing.
And that's the same thing you said a year and a half ago. That's the same thing you said a year ago. That's the same thing 3 months ago and today. Your story has not changed one bit.
Nope, and I don't feel bad, and I don't care who don't like me for it either. To be honest, at this point, don't comment me because if I did it, I own it.
Right. That is the example that achieve. If you did it, own it. I don't like Rim any less. I never have. I never will because Rim owns her shit.
Yeah, I don't want to be your friend neither. I am perfect. Not you, Florida man. I'm sorry, I'm picking on Bougie. She made my ass hurt.
You know, she made Holly Mae's ass hurt too. I don't know why.
All the bloggers are allegedly on strike, so people can say anything they want right now and get away with it because nothing's allegedly going to be posted. But we'll see.
This won't be posted because I'm bringing up good points that doesn't fit their narrative. Because the more people they have out there to post their side, they're like, "Oh, this is true. Look at Holly Mae just ripping them apart." But Holly,
I don't know. That's your beef with her. I don't have an issue with Holly Mae.
oh, I know, and I don't judge her for that. I never have. I never will.
Well, look, you sit with Bougie, so there you go, sir.
Right. I do not judge for who they sit with. I make that. I've set a good example for that sometimes. Got a little shitty about Cassandra once, but then I'm like, fuck it. I just block her ass everywhere I go. Nobody unblock her. She coming on a fake account.
It's all right, Dynamite. Just let them be who they are. People will figure it out soon enough.
What, T and Dora?
Yeah.
Are people paying attention? Because it's really obvious.
No, they are. People are.
Good, good. I know that Tangle Web Lies account. They do really good content.
Mm-hmm.
Did Dora
You
ever
know who
donate?
that is, right?
Yeah, I didn't know.
What?
Yeah, I didn't. I had no idea. I don't be looking into the backup accounts at all. I treat
She's
all.
admitted it.
Yeah, I treat all of the backup accounts like learners. I treat them as I would anybody else, as like a new person. Because I don't know if it's one of y'all trying to like make another account and see if I'm gonna be addicted to you. But you want to the same thing as Justice for All. I sent them the DMs to Justice for All right after I DM'd Justice for All about coming in the box for questions. I sent it to them and I'm like, hey, same offer for you, not even knowing who it was.
You'd know the minute she said hi, Florida man.
I wouldn't. Yeah. But yeah, I
Oh,
mean, did Dora ever donate?
I don't know. I don't care. Probably not.
I hope she does. I would hate to have to speak on that as somebody who says they're going to donate and they actually follow through.
It down now because I've expired with my be nice today ability.
Okay.
I'm in the comments.
All right. Don't break a hip on your way down, Rim. I know 1812.
You're wild for that.
I had to. Oh, Mother Moon, it wasn't transparent. It wasn't done on live where everybody could see.
Why are people so afraid of their image? Like, just say.
Right. Like, exactly. Say what you mean what you say. I get it. But if, like, you don't have anything, you don't have a person, like, look at me. I've said what I meant and acted on it and did all that fuck shit, and I'm still all right. That's why they're so mad.
I mean, if you do something messed up, just admit it and get it done and over with. I've done some fuck shit and I've been called out for it and I've admitted it. And guess what? It stopped right there in its tracks and it never went any further. And I still, if it's brought up to this day, I'm like, yep, that was me.
Me too.
And people go, oh, okay, whatever. And then it's done and over with. Like, time will heal it. It'll be fine.
See, I feel like I'm the poster child of people like beefing with me, and then they just run back a year and a half, and they're like, they say all the shit that I did, and I'm like, yep, did that, yep, sure did. Let's move forward. You know, you can go through all that shit in the past. I lived it, you done it, you can throw it up if you want. I really don't care.
Yeah, don't try to throw it in my face. I know what I did.
Yeah, and everybody else does too. But then everybody acts like this is my first time hearing it, and it's so fake. And it's like Dora's done it. Dora's like, oh, this is my first time hearing this. Like, no, it ain't, Dora. You've been around forever. You were there when I said it. Are we sure that it isn't like Holly Mae that doesn't have dementia?
I don't know. I don't even have a problem with Holly Mae now. I've seen her stick up for people, which, is appreciated. But I just don't like some of the stuff that's being done all the way around.
If she could stick to that, and actually, if she would just be like, this is Holly Mae. I don't give a fuck about everything if it doesn't have anything to do with me or if it doesn't benefit public image. Because I can tell you that's, in my opinion, the only reason she's stuck up for people is to build up her public image.
I mean, that could be it.
Wait, what'd you say? Wait, what for? You said that in caps with the exclamation points and the what with the question marks. You got 4 of them there, just like I just told you that T yelled at her husband for being on Grindr and made him uninstall it.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I mean, all right, whatever floats your goat. Ain't my business.
She's gonna hate that I said that, by the way. Out today, so I can say it. It might not get to him. Okay. Yeah. So now that distracted out of the way, Holly Mae knows what she did, and she knows what she did is awful. I am going to send a text message to somebody real quick, and I'm going to see what are they saying. Would you like me to show the proof? Because I have the proof. Alrighty, I'm gonna go screenshot some stuff real quick. Brace for impact to everybody.
Wait, do I want to be up here for this?
If you could be up here just till I get back, so my camera doesn't like end the live, then I'm gonna have you.
I got you. Sorry, guys, I'm not very entertaining. It should be floating boats, but instead we're floating goats. So we can see. I think proper water safety should be for all, including all mammals. Yeah, you're right, Mother Moon. Have you guys ever seen the water videos where they just throw the babies in the water? And like they flip over and know how to hold their breath and cry to alert somebody that they're they're in the water. It trips me out. Like it scares me. Like why are we throwing babies in the pool? I don't care. Karma, that's fine. Little goat bubbles. Yes. If you it's just the random TikToks. Oh, we're teaching babies how to swim and you're like, "Oh, that's cool." And then they just throw the kid in the water and they're like a year and younger and like the babies are taught how to roll over, put their head above the water and paddle. Everybody that, they fell into the pool and it's just wild. Cuz how did they get them to that point? No, it's like a little training course for babies. Like all the rich people that have pools in their backyard, which I'm not one of them, but like they just teach them, they just throw them in the water and then they just roll over and they holler. Just taking notes, I was at the very end of the 80s, so I'm almost kind of technically a 90s baby.
Trouble. You remember what happened when someone said, someone like took a box randomly and was like, they put their cat in a dryer, and everybody was like, Florida man put a cat in a fucking dryer, and I'm like, y'all are stupid. Now they're gonna say I drown babies. Okay.
My bad. Is it real?
But no, it was real for somebody whoever boxed up and said it.
But it wasn't
But
you.
no, it was a woman
Oh
that said
my
it.
gosh.
A woman took a box and was like, yeah, I accidentally put my cat in the dryer and turned it on. I'm like, oh shit, I'm dropping. And I dropped because whatever. And everybody's still running around being like, Florida man put a cat in the dryer. I'm like, y'all are fucking stupid.
This is a ding dong moment for trouble, but I honestly thought that, like, it was parroted to me. So I thought you did that. And, like, I had this little hard part in my heart for you because, I'm all about the kitties. But I'm so glad, I'm so fucking glad that it wasn't you. I feel like a dumbass.
See how lies travel, okay?
Oh, fuck.
No, that was not me at all. I would never put a cat in the dryer ever.
That's why I was questioning it, but like it was coming from somebody that was at that point in time a reputable source. So I was like, oh man, that hurts my heart. Maybe it was an accident.
Y'all really going around the back end being like Florida man puts cats in the dryer? How many of y'all thought? How many cats in the dryer? How many of y'all thought? How many of y'all thought I put cats in the dryer?
Look, it was one specific person, and I know you know who.
I know.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. No, it was a random woman that came up in the box and was like, she was a little, because that's just not my.
It annoys me.
Yeah, that's not my thing. I don't need to. I don't need to do that. But yeah, they straight up said that they did that, and I'm like, well, gotta go. And
Mm-mm.
I dropped, and then next thing I know, people are like, you put a cat in the dryer. I'm like, y'all, are something wrong with y'all.
Yeah, just taking notes. Please strike that from the record. Thank you. All right, carry
Yes,
on. Sorry. I'm glad
I'm
we
gonna,
cleared that up. All right, for all you people that are recording, I am not saying that Florida man drowns babies. Animal? That's bad. Yes, librarian for what, 9 months thinking that he put a cat in a dryer. That did hurt my heart though. I'm glad we cleared that up. Nikki would never. Yes, just take one of those big old Sharpies and strike through it. Luckily, I have one of those stackable washer dryer combo, so my cats can't jump up there.
it got quiet. Is trouble entertaining you with the drownings? I don't know how to put that.
I went on mute because I had to pick my boogers. Everybody spread the word that Florida man is going around throwing babies into pools. I want it all around TikTok by like 04. Welcome in, Wendy. Thank you, Habanero. Yes, he throws babies in pools. What kind of brownies? And did you have ice cream with it? Or did you have a glass of milk? Yes, animal, you're right, except for the last part. Perfect. That's spot on.
I'm still screenshotting. Just need
Oh my goodness.
yeah. There's a lot here.
It's like a whole novel.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Take your time. Ooh, with caramel on top of it too. If it doesn't have caramel, I don't want it. No, I'm just kidding. Who am I kidding? I would still eat it if it didn't have caramel on it. Welcome back, Rem. Wait, going back to an earlier comment, somebody said something about Moonbeam. Has Moonbeam been around? She kind of just disappeared. I hope she's okay. Wait, do you guys say caramel or caramel? Okay, Rem, that's fair. Oh, gee, damn it. Or as some like to call her mean boob. She was mean, wasn't she? My goodness. Caramel, okay.
You talking about Moonbeam?
Mean boob, yes. Just that we haven't seen her in a hot minute.
Hey, Nacho, you know you're in the box.
Nacho.
Nacho time for the box.
Wow. Okay, bye, Nacho.
What, Moonbeam expired? What?
No, what? No.
That's what you just said.
I think OG's being a boob.
Yours expired?
If you ever find a box of expired Ensure, do not smell it. It smells rancid. Like, it smells awful.
Like baby formula?
No, like worse. Like, it's like that and wet balls.
Moonbeam wasn't not funny. I'll give her that. She was a dick, but she wasn't not funny. She had some good. My favorite thing about Moonbeam was when she green screened my mugshot. I said, Moonbeam, you know that's my mugshot. She's like, no, that's a nice orange shirt. I'm like, you fucking dick. She's like, yeah, I know it's your mugshot. It was one of my favorite interactions with like almost anybody because it was so like I'm gonna play the innocent old lady and I just think it's an orange shirt. Like I know what you're doing.
She was crotchety. Like, my goodness.
Yep.
I'm still convinced she wanted a Florida dick, so.
Well, she would have had to pay.
I mean, she does qualify for your senior discount.
Yeah. But also, I would probably not. I don't know.
The key word there was probably, so there's still a chance.
It depends on how bad she smelled like piss. I would imagine a lot.
You motherfucker.
Not just like normal piss either, but you know, like old people piss. You know how old people run around and just smell like piss?
Yeah.
Yeah, the stale piss. Yeah, the stale old piss.
Yeah. Are you ready for your debut?
Let me see. First, are you sure?
Am I sure what?
Down there.
Oh. Rem, you're so old. Do you even like urinate anymore? Or you know, like sharks, how they pee through their skin?
No, it puffs out dust.
Oh, you're fine. No, eat your pizza, Karma. I will not green screen the macaroni roaches. It's not working.
No, it is not too late at all. Never is too late.
It's how you toughen up your stomach. Yes, I love I love that movie.
Your story is nobody's content. It's not my content. It's not content for people to listen to. Honestly, if you're not forced to at all, because nobody should be put in a position to feel like they have to just to prove a point. But it is frustrating when people like how they may lie about it.
Are you ready to green screen? FM, do you know you're on mute?
Yeah, I'm finding a proper audio.
Okay. I was just making sure.
Just a daily reminder, all 34 of you are pathetic. Have a great day.
Thank you, OG. If you're one of those people that do like 55 down a residential, you deserve to get punched in the throat. Sorry, Animal. I told you I'm not good at entertaining people.
Okay, I found the audio, but it is on. There we go. I'll save it, and then I'll get to the right part. And then after I come back the next time, I will have you drop trouble. This is not something you'll want to be up here for. Share it out, though.
Appreciate you.
Get your screen recording ready.
Tap, tap, tap. He's getting screenshots and clips, OG.
Okay, I believe I am ready to start.
So I was just curious if the clap, Nikki, you're horrible. Did anybody else, Animal, I know you would have, so don't say nothing, hear about the man that drove his vehicle into church doors today while church was in session and then pew-pewed like 10 people?
It's probably a distraction from like the Charlie Kirk thing that's going on, where they like figured out the kid that they planned didn't do it. Let me go make sure I got everything together, but y'all can talk about that, and I'll be right back.
It was like 5 miles from my house, bro.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear about the car that drove through like 18 people, and I think they unalived a little one, unfortunately.
Drove through a what?
A Portillo's? I don't know what that is. I'm down south, so I feel like that's a Midwest thing. It was like 2 days ago, a day
Oh.
ago.
No, I didn't hear about that, but I don't watch the news. Anything like that I find out about is on Facebook.
It's all over TikTok, so that's where I found it from.
Oh, got you. Yeah, it's horror. Like the the guy that did it is 3 years younger than me. He's 40. I just like I can't understand. I don't know. I just don't get it. Like why? Like first of all, I'm like, why a church? Like why? Like it's I don't know. It's kind of got my mind all messed up today because it's like why?
Yeah, that's fucked.
I didn't even know about that, Brazy. I have really bad anxiety, so like years ago, my doctor told me not to watch the news, which I don't.
I didn't know about that either, Brazy.
Animal, did you see where people were asking on Facebook? I don't know if you're like in the groups because I know you're in the same state as me, but I don't know if you're in the groups down here by me. But did you see in one of the groups? I think it's heard people are asking like if there's been any contact with his wife and kids to make sure they were okay, to make sure like he didn't do something to them before he went and did that at the church. I just don't get it. Like, I don't think I've ever woke up and thought to myself, like, I want to fuck somebody's day up, let alone woke up and thought to myself, like, I'm going to go drive my vehicle into a church. Pew, pew, pew. Like, I don't know. I just don't get it.
If what animal that did it, it's probably PTSD probably contributes to it, especially if they were in Iraq. So there, I mean, there's no telling, what care they were or were not receiving at the VA. And the VA has a habit of throwing a lot of medication at veterans that contradict each other and essentially cause them just to go crazy.
Yep. I
So
had a friend that he got his medical care from the VA because he was a vet, and it was sad. Ultimately, he ended up unaliving himself due to the constant spiral of the interaction of medication they had him on.
yeah, that's why I end up going. I use my VA benefits to go out in town and see like a civilian, more or less, physician and what the VA doctors do, because with the VA we're just numbers and it's here, try this. I don't have time for you. Bye. See you in a month.
Yeah,
And then
it's
by the
what I
time the
call
month
the
comes, you're spiraling.
yep, I call it the med go round.
Yeah.
But I will say I am a huge advocate for microdosing mushrooms now. They're using that.
The VA's thinking about doing that with LSD. And they're actually putting it into works here soon. So if they do that, you guys will never see me again. I'll be tripping off my balls.
So, they've been doing studies and trials with the ketamine, and I guess that's like working really good for people with like severe depression. I could never do it because they used it on me in surgery one time, and that was the weirdest shit I had ever experienced. Never again. It freaked me out.
Yeah, you had like an adverse reaction to it.
Yeah, it was like everything, like all my memories from like the prior week before surgery, like
Gone.
everything. No, girl, they were like flying through my head.
Oh shit.
Like 1,000 miles an hour, and that was just too much for me. I'm
Yeah.
like, nope, I'm good. So now I have that on my allergy list. I'm like, ain't no way. Nope.
Florida menu back? Or
Yep, I'm just letting y'all finish.
okay.
Oh, I'll drop.
Okay, I think I'm ready.
Ready for me to drop?
Yes.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Yes. After I do some of this, I'm only doing some of it. I'm gonna go get me some cigarettes, and then I'll be back. And I'm sure TikTok will probably not either A, not give a fuck, or B, I'll finish it. Yeah, everybody tap. So here is what happened. It is going to be Holly Mae held alive on August 16th, where they had doxed Artie. I don't know how to take the boxes down. Do that for me if you don't mind. Anybody? If anybody doesn't mind doing that, if they know how. Right. Thank you. 16th, Holly Mae and Regina held alive where they doxed Artie. There is proof of it. They said it. There is, I believe, a clip of it. And then she went into Smash's box and green screened Artie's TV. She also said that didn't happen too. But there it is. Smash Malibu. That screenshot right there. I redact. It is there. There's the metadata on the screenshot. There's no excuse. I would like to play you this audio real quick where it's Holly Mae and Feral Trash Panda talking about whatever Holly Mae's story was.
What did I lie about? Please tell me. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, and that's what I believe was affected. Her real life was fucking put in danger. How much fucking farther do y'all want this to go?
Did we hear that? That was Holly Mae being like, what did I lie about? And Feral Trash Panda being like, Holly Mae's real life was affected. How much further do you want this to go? I want to play it one more time.
What did I lie about? Please tell me. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, and that's what I've been screaming. Like, fucking Holly Mae's real life was affected. Her real life was fucking put in danger. How much fucking farther do y'all want this to go?
Well, who's pushing it first off? Artie is Regina's old best friend, and that is the person that they're going after when they doxed Artie. I'm not going to say her name, like real name, but they know who she is. They know what they did, and that's whose DV story is up on the screen in Smashley's. When that happened, I went into Smashley's live and I said, "Hey, Smashley, can you take that story down? Like that's a DV story." And she's like, "You are not one to dictate what gets shown here and block me." Fine. So. Well, that Monday, the 18th, Artie was at work, and her abuser came to where her daughter was, and her daughter called 911. That was handled that Wednesday. He was sentenced to 3 months for revoking the restraining order because Artie has a lifetime restraining order on him. That week, I believe it was Thursday, Holly Mae claimed that she was at work and saw her abuser, but he didn't see her. And she was being escorted to her car by the security. Which is different than what she said a couple days later. And after this here, Smashley was contacted. Your live was put on YouTube, and I just finished. You're a trash-ass human being, and you know that. Did you read the fucking things you allowed that lying bitch to green screen? I mean, is it aggressive? Yeah. At least it's not loud and self-righteous and trying to make a scene, is it? It's like handling it privately with the person that allowed her story to be green screened when she was told by me that that's what it was. And she said, I am not one to dictate. Well, these are text messages. If you don't mind shutting off the comments for a sec, just for these, here's the other side. I'll show them all a little bit better later. I'm sure it's going to take everybody a little bit of time to adjust to this. Well, Artie was on the phone with Bougie, and she looked him up. And that is when she found out that he had passed away. Yeah, so there's that. So that's how much further that we want this to go, right? Fair Trash Panda. Right, Holly Mae. Right, Smashley. Right, Regina. There's a lot of that here. Here's a Facebook post. I already had seen his mom, his and his sister had posted pictures of him and a little write up on the sister's page. This was on the weekend, Monday morning. She called the coroner herself. The assistant said she could confirm that he died on the 25th and that all other questions had to be to the coroner. She waited 2 days, and the coroner called her back on the second day and told her that he died in his sleep. She is assuming, with a long-standing alcohol abuse and then getting locked up, was too much for his enlarged heart, and he had died. There is the certificate of death ordered. Email. A lot of it's redacted because a lot of it's fucking names and shit. I don't know what can all be redacted or what all doesn't need to be redacted. That's why I'm going to go get some cigarettes here in a bit. I'm going to have a conversation and just figure out what all, because this is a rush job. I'm covering up information. Okay. Holly Mae called the cops on Artie. That there was an incident and that he's trying to proceed with a cross-county investigation, and told her he thought she did something to cause this. The officer confirmed that because she has a TPO on him, why wouldn't she have contacted her police department and have him arrested? All they have to do is call the police. The officer told Holly Mae that if Artie called him back and said Holly Mae was still doing what she was doing, that he would be pressing charges on her behalf. And Canada does have strict laws. This is from Artie. But what she has done is play up, people almost got her killed. And Artie's words, bitches, you got my abuser killed. I'm out any child support that he was paying. Because a dead man can't pay. Personal stuff. More personal stuff. She said, my life has been a stressful mess since the moment they doxed me. And for what? Because I'm friends with Bougie and Florida Man. Get the fuck over it. It kind of seems like what it is, by the way. I'm not delivering this with any kind of justice whatsoever. This is not something that I want to do. This is not to be like weaponized or anything. This is to show, can be shown even when you don't want to do it. I've been fucking acting weird with people for the last couple of days because I just don't want to fucking do this because they need to stop. That's what they need to do. After this, I will be back live here maybe in an hour after I get off because I need to see exactly what can and can't be shown, what needs to be redacted 100% of the way. Because what they're going to say is, and I hate this, what they're going to say is, oh, there's too much redacted, it's all fake. And if y'all say it's fake, that's going to be a wild situation. But I will be back to show people what all needs to be redacted and what all doesn't. It is 10 o'clock now. Give me until... It's 10 o'clock now. Give me until 11:30. You can turn it on. I did not know either. Yes. So, long story short, Holly Mae and Regina doxed Artie. Artie's abuser did get contacted. Artie's abuser showed up to her where her daughter was, and her daughter called 911. He was taken away, and it was 3 months, found dead right shortly after that. Bougie will be able to put it in better words than I can because I'm not good at delivering bad news. I'm good at delivering funny news. It is absolutely crazy. Yes, Artie is a she. Oh no, I'm not leaving nobody hanging. Artie, I'll give you the backstory on Artie before I go. She is Holly Mae. She used to hang out with Holly Mae and Regina. She's Regina's old best friend. Okay, and there's a reason why that, like, they don't like me because I like Artie. Artie got silenced. Okay, she doesn't talk. She doesn't take boxes. Remember when everybody's like, when Regina went live and was like, oh, well, all of these accounts was Artie. They're being paranoid. Why do they want to know who Artie is? For Holly, yeah. Well, I've been talking to Artie for months. Honestly, Artie's good people. Ain't nothing wrong with her. Hey, look, just like there ain't nothing wrong with Bougie, just like there ain't nothing wrong with a lot of people. A lot of shit happened. Artie kind of got silenced, and then Holly Mae knew that Straight Rock was going to get on an account that was mimicking Artie's, and Regina set it up with Holly Mae to do it to where the fake Artie would get up into a box and talk mad shit. People just to nothing, you know. And it worked. Holly Mae knew about it. She died knowing about it. But Straight Rock, I've mentioned her a lot. The one that I changed the profile picture to the correct face, Holly Mae and Regina. That Straight Rock. I'll be back with all those too. Because after this, we're going to go through all of that again too. And really going to let y'all know that, like, this is some fuck shit. And Artie's good people. Like, everybody's had to make her feel safe. So that's why, this is why. Like, it's why. So, yeah. How come Holly Mae can't produce a simple police report saying that she had him arrested? But yet, she got somebody's abuser killed, paying child support, who was known for these actions, like the rage and all that. You don't just get a lifetime restraining order on somebody for no reason. you also don't have all the other shit happen to you that happened to you for no reason either. So yeah, be back live in about 11:30, 11:45. I'll have better screenshots to where they're zoomed out, they're not so big, and I'll definitely have Bougie in the box with. So read them, do what you do. If Holly Mae and Regina would like to, I don't know, they're going to yell for the next hour and a half. Like, oh my God, we didn't have that done. Okay. Yes, 100%. Artie's abuser passed away after he was contacted, after Holly Mae and Regina doxed her, and after Holly Mae green screened her DV story on Smashless platform. The actions of Holly Mae, Regina, and Smashley have caused that. Because I told Smashley, do right. She's like, I don't dictate what gets shown here. So fuck it, I don't dictate what gets shown here. So, yep. Have fun with that. I will be able to sleep at night knowing that I did everything I could. But y'all will be able to sleep at night knowing that you're a piece of shit because you do every night, right? Nothing different. Nothing different for y'all. What it is. Be back 11:30, 11:45. I'm going to go get some cigarettes and get all this redacted correctly. Because this was on the spot, was not doing this.